So this has been a pretty nuts week. This time last week, I got recalled to Breastscreen to have a biopsy, and then by the end of the week, I'd found out that I had breast cancer, which is pretty nuts. Um, Big week, yeah, exactly. So I felt like I wanted to share that with you guys because there's going to be a lot of women out there who are in my position, and a lot of my patients are probably going to be taken quite aback by this because we've had lots of discussions about using hormonal treatments and how that impacts on breast cancer risk and things like that. But I have to say at this point, I'm still trying to process everything. Um, I think the biggest message I wanted to get across at this early stage, because I don't have all the information yet, but the biggest message I wanted to get across was please go and get your mammograms, everybody. This time around was the first mammogram I've ever done. I'm 54, but I have had some MRIs in the last few years, which I figured were about the best possible detection that you can get for breast cancer. So this was the first time I'd been along for a routine mammogram. And according to the doctor who showed me the scan, the little things that they've detected, the teeny tiny calcifications, could have been indicative of a cancer. So they recalled me for a biopsy last week, and then by the end of the week they had the result. But the super amazing thing about that is that the point at which they've caught this cancer is that it's only just at the point where it would be starting to break out of the ducts of the breast tissue and become invasive and spread to other parts of my body. So I feel incredibly blessed at this point to have such a great screening system, which, as the woman at Breastscreen pointed out to me, she said, you are the reason why Breastscreen exists, so that we can catch cancers like yours just at the point where they're about to become a problem. So really that's the reason why I wanted to share this information with you all. And as well as that, I thought, well, maybe it might be useful to take people on this journey with me, because it's going to happen to 1 in 7 of us. I mean, that's just the background risk, let alone women who are at increased risk for other reasons. So there's a lot of you out there who are going to be recalled to Breastscreen for abnormalities, who are going to need biopsies with results that may or may not be cancer. And it can be really helpful to know what to expect. Emotionally, at this point, I'm doing okay. I'm just feeling incredibly grateful that this has been detected so early, and that I may be able to get away with a fairly minor surgery to remove the cancer. But I'm going to go and see a cancer surgeon as soon as I can, so I've got to get onto that this week and try and organise an appointment to find out more information about what sort of treatments are involved, maybe some radiotherapy. And there was some suggestion that women with my type of cancer maybe even would opt for having both their breasts removed to prevent a recurrence, which is going to be a much higher risk. The first thing I did was take my HRT patch off, because as I've said to all of my patients who are on HRT, the treatment that you're on doesn't significantly increase your risk of developing a cancer, but if you do develop a cancer, you have to get rid of the hormones straight away, because you could be feeding the cancer. As yet, I don't know the hormone sensitivities of this cancer, but the likelihood is I won't be able to use HRT. So I'm going to find out, probably downtrack a whole lot more about the non-hormonal treatment options for patients who can't take HRT. So I'm a bit annoyed about that, because my flushes have been so well controlled for over a decade on HRT, and I know that there are long-term benefits from being on HRT. So yeah, that's a bit annoying. But anyway, please go and get your mammograms earlier rather than later. Do your monthly breast checks. Like I tell all my patients, feel your breasts every month, or get your partner to, it doesn't matter. Just feel your boobs, go and get your mammograms, and then hopefully, if you are the 1 in 7 like myself, you will detect it early enough that you can do something about it and save your life. So that's what I wanted to say at this early stage. I will get back to you. I'll tell you all about what the biopsy was like, and I'll talk to you about my journey, telling my family. I'll tell you what my treatment involves, and take you on the ride with me when I try and discover, if I get some hot flushes and other symptoms back exactly what treatments are working for me. But for now, my message is mammograms could save your life. Please go and get your mammograms.